Hello, everyone, and welcome to your What's Up for the week of November 14th through the 20th. November is half over already. Time just keeps on rolling, which can be a good thing when times are tough, but sometimes you just want to have a little extra time to enjoy it. And time has been slipping away from me today. I don't know about you guys. I was hoping to have your What's Up done earlier today, but last week, one of our indoor cats decided he was going to go a little walkabout. We've been worried about him all week. I mean, it's not unusual for him or his sister to stay outside overnight, but he got out Monday night and we hadn't seen him. So we were getting a little worried. I talked to all my neighbors this weekend. No one had seen him. Today I ran into town to do a few errands and come back home, and he's sitting on the sidewalk. He was a little skittish, so I'd love to know what adventures he had been up to over the week. I'm just very, very grateful he's home. He's back up in his cat tower, lording down over his domain again. But I guess it's good incentive for me to finish up my animal communication certification so I can find out what little adventures he's been on. What kind of adventures do your fur babies like to go on? Please drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I always like to talk about animals. I'm really an animal person. And they do give us a lot of insight into who we are as well. At least I think so. They're always a source of unconditional love, sometimes unconditional frustration, like mine was this week, but they provide so much joy and happiness to us. So please, let me know about your fur babies. I'd love to hear it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I love to hear from you too. Please consider subscribing and hitting that thumbs up so that the video goes out to more people. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's see, looked into the astrology a little bit. Honestly, it's fairly quiet. I mean, there's always activity going on, but the highlight will be on the 19th on Friday when we have the full moon in Taurus, and it'll be a partial lunar eclipse. And the full moon in Taurus, well, Taurus is that kind of that grounding, sensual home and hearth sign. So, and the moon rules our emotions. So those two could go hand in hand when we get to the full moon. Anytime there's a lunar eclipse, it tends to reveal things that have been hidden from us. So maybe even something you have hidden from yourself, such as things you hadn't really looked at before. Maybe it's a time to start looking at those. Speaking of looking at things, let's get going with the energetic forecast for this week. I am using the Tarot of the Hidden Realm and the Moonology cards. I got the boxes behind me. Hopefully they stay stacked up there. We're going to see what kind of energy we've got going on for this week. And before the full moon comes about, now is a good time to start those new beginnings. So if there's something that you've been considering and hadn't really delved into yet, now would be a good time. Because then after the full moon, it's a good time to finish things we'd already started. Kind of how that cycle goes. I'll get these cards shuffled here. So for Sunday, what do we have for the energy for Sunday? Okay. I guess we get a couple cards. For the tarot card for the energy for today, we get the World. The World is all about closing out old cycles. Something is probably coming to an end for you, something maybe you've been working on for quite a while, and that's coming full circle. Like I said, it's time to start new things. And it's clarified both by new moon in Pisces and full moon in Taurus. New moon is meditate and contemplate, and then full moon is your dreams need a practical plan. Both cards wanted to pop out. It's interesting that we get the full moon in Taurus for one of our oracle cards for today, because that's the full moon that's coming up. So, with the World, meditate and contemplate, and your dreams need a practical plan. whatever's ended is ended for a reason. Now it's time to really go within and see where you want your life to go. And what changes do you want to bring about? And then take those little steps and get them started. You don't have to take huge, giant steps. No, solving world peace or world hunger or something like that. Just those little steps. Those are always the best way to start. So for Monday, starting that work week, interesting card to start out on a Monday. We get the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is about a new emotional message coming your way. Could be someone who wants to take you on a date. Could be someone that you are already in a relationship with wanting to express their love a little bit more than they had. Clarified by the new moon in Virgo. Interesting, we had two new moons and a full moon. Time to give rather than take. So maybe you're the one that needs to provide that romantic message for somebody you care about. If there's somebody in your life that you've wanted to get to know better, and it doesn't have to be romance, it could be family, it could be friends as well. Maybe it's time to give that extra emotional nudge if it's been on your mind. So let's see for Tuesday. For Tuesday, we get both the Queen of Swords and the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. And the Queen of Swords is about taking action. She is about getting to the truth of the matter. She is decisive. I mean, she's a very, very fair queen, but she's not going to take any BS, basically. And with it being time to take action and another new moon, this is starting out to be a week of what is it you want to start in your life? Those new beginnings. The time to take action is now. So for Wednesday, it's interesting to see where this week is going. What do we have for Wednesday? For Wednesday, we get Justice and the full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So has there been something that you've been feeling treated unfairly? Something that maybe you need to provide a resolution for someone? Wednesday is that day coming in. Let me get the camera to focus. Yeah, it might not. But bringing those issues to light, and they're reaching a resolution, which justice is justice ruling in your favor. So I don't know what you got going on Wednesday. Let me know. Let me know how things go. So for Thursday, we get the Emperor and new moon in Capricorn. It's interesting. We've had new moons and full moons for all the moonology cards so far. With the Emperor and the new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. What have you been working on? The Emperor is one of the highest ranking cards in the tarot deck as far as, the rest are kings, but he is the Emperor and he rules them all. He works hard. Works very hard. And he has what he needs for everything. And the Emperor, doesn't matter if you're male or female. You've heard me say it probably a dozen times. Gender is irrelevant in tarot. But the Emperor, is that you? It could be somebody coming into your life to help you level up to that next area with your hard work. So now we are on to Friday, that full moon day. Friday looks like a fun day so far. And yet more new moon energy. We get the Three of Cups And the new moon, oh, just new moon, a new start is coming. What is it you need to start? What is that new thing? If you don't know, it's going to be pushing at you. If you kind of have some ideas, this is kind of one of those things where Spirit's going to hit us over top the head with that energetic 2x4 to get us to listen. This is just your first hint. You're probably going to get nudges all week long. But the Three of Cups is about celebration, spending time with friends. Maybe it's something simple as you're not spending enough time having fun and doing stuff with friends, and you need to make a new start to do that. If so, Friday's a good day for that. And moving on to Saturday already. New moon and full moon all week long. For the tarot card for the energy from Saturday, we get the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about your ships are coming in. Your life's falling into place. And the Oracle card is surrender to the divine, full moon. So Friday was new moon, Saturday is full moon. Surrender to the divine. Let God, spirit, angel, source, however you want to determine it, help you bring about those new beginnings. Because the only control we have as human beings on this little spinning rock that's floating out in space is we have control over what we say, what we do, and what we think. Nothing else is in our control. It's a hard concept to grasp for some of us. I'm right there. I don't like to give it control too easy either, but surrender and let the divine bring you what you've been working on manifesting. If you have any questions on manifesting, see my previous video from the 11th. And I go over a little bit on how to manifest in Manifestation Magic. And you can pick up some hints there. But with the divine, especially when you're manifesting, you take that one little step towards the divine, God, spirit, angels, and it's going to rush in and help it to you. Basically, spirit, angels, they're waiting for you to get out of your own way. And I think this week is going to be the time to do that. So, I'd love to hear how your week goes. For those of you who are new, I do put a little closer up and a little bit more in-depth meanings each day on my Facebook and Instagram channels for the cards. So you can check those out there. The links to those are on my channel's page. But I'd love to see you back. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay grounded. If you need to, go out and get those feet to the earth. Even if you're a little bit further north in the winter where it's starting to get a little cold, just take a couple minutes, run out and get those feet down to the ground. You'd be amazed at how much better you'll feel. Take care. Stay blessed. Love you guys.